Don't mind me, I'm just over here playing Dabo.
Coming to you live from SETI Alpha 5.
This is SETI Alpha 5.
We are the Sons of Khan, and
We offer the world order.
And in so doing, we keep to a specific format that we can't do today. Because as far as I've noticed, there's no news.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
The news is there's an event going on, and we'll get to that in a moment.
Let's get around to these introductions. I am Tal Bhavana of the Tal Shiar, and that's all you guys need to know.
Well, I'm out of here. Fuck you.
I'm joining him. Oh wait, hold on. Before I leave, I need to do something. Then hold on. I had to hit a button. No, not invite to team. God damn it! I need
I
an
like
inventory.
your new suit. Introduce yourself, people.
Yeah.
Well, I am.
For anybody watching, real quick, seizure
what rank
warning.
am
Jigging.
I? What rank am I? Oh, I'll say. I
No, I'm
am.
running away.
Okay, I'm still Vice Admiral. I am Vice Admiral Nicholas R. Bennett of the USS Aegis, the Odyssey tactical cruiser, and I did a little modification to my uniform. It looks better now. I'm fighting the urge to dance by walking in a circle.
Oh my god, with this dancing shit.
I'm doing my own jig, damn it!
You're welcome.
I
No,
hate you
it's
so
not
much.
a welcome. It makes the camera very difficult to use. So, keep going. Introductions. Let's get this over with.
I am Lieutenant Commander Druck of the USS St. Walker B science vessel. And as you can see, I am Shane's favorite race in the game, rocking that Ferengi.
Who's up next?
Alright, I am Rear Admiral Upper Half, Scott Action Jackson, acting captain of the USS Ruxpin E, that's an assault cruiser.
Why'd you say acting captain? That means you don't actually have the rank, but you're put in command.
Yeah.
Huh.
But you're a higher rank than captain.
I
Yeah.
know, but I'm...
Okay.
So they just made it as a temporary demotion while you're captaining that ship. You're actually a rear admiral, but fuck you, buddy. You're a captain right now.
I prefer the title captain over the...
Yeah, but at least you're the rear admiral of the boobies, so...
I'm a
it's all good.
centurion.
You're an abomination and need to be killed.
I'm amazing.
Well, the question I have is Shane gonna go, or is it time for me to talk about my ship?
I'm Captain Proto, and nothing has changed on my end.
Dang.
Wow.
Sitting.
That's because he doesn't play, to be
impressive.
fair. I don't know how many
Yeah,
more
it's
of
gotta
these
be
he'll
true.
actually be in. Go ahead.
Well, in typical fashion, I am, of course, Admiral Sario Tank Rakoju, captain of the USS Medic Hertz.
Wow.
Okay.
It just hurts this time?
Oh, actually, do we have anybody else? We have another person, don't we?
Oh, yeah. You want me to go ahead and tell you mine?
Go ahead.
It would help.
I am Commander Ryan McLemore of the USS Iron Eyes, a heavy cruiser.
Okay.
That's what I'm running.
He's
with.
doing missions. He's here
Some new
via
people.
combat.
Now.
Trying to get better.
On to the
Trying not
news.
to be a bitch.
We got a conference call.
We'll do the weakest possible news ever is in the event calendar.
Red Alert!
Tholian Red Alert is taking place right now, so you can go get killed.
It sucks.
But next week we got that there Mir invasion hitting, and it's gonna go for quite a while. By the way,
It is going to be going from October 27th at 11 a.m. server time, I'm assuming.
Yep.
right?
Until November 15th at 1 p.m. server time.
Which
so,
I'm looking forward to
many
whatever
much
that is.
murdering.
Yes, I'm
And it
definitely looking
also
forward to
comes
that.
with a dilithium weekend from the 3rd to the 7th, so
That's
that'll
gonna
help
be
some.
sweet.
So
Yep.
basically, the event info for the Mirror Invasion: join with a team of 5 players who repel Terran Empire forces from a Romulan starbase. To join, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Events are limited to level 50 to 60 characters. So if you're not level 50 or higher, well, you're just kind
Get
of
on it.
Sorry, get on it.
Well, yes and no. I mean, as a matter of a technicality, they have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, almost 6 days to jump their ass up to level 50.
You know what?
Two
Oh
levels away,
no! Something very interesting with this one, though. That makes me wonder how far off it is. Complete this mission once per day to earn a multi-dimensional transporter, which you can place into your special event reputation, much like the Crystalline Entity stuff. Collect and submit 14 of these to earn 50,000 dilithium ore, like we got the last time, 250 marks of your choice, a near-universe agony field rifle, and I omitted something because we don't have this in the game yet. It's 500 fleet marks.
Yes, yeah, I'm
We
curious
don't
how
have
that
fleet
all.
marks yet.
I'm curious how all that's gonna go. Like, is it keeping track of all the fleet marks and different things we've picked up? That.
Or are we going to get an update that actually adds those in beforehand?
But see, this is what I'm saying. If it's keeping track of all that stuff, will the update simply catch us up to what we should already have? You get what I'm saying? Because right now you're
But I doubt
collecting different
Invisible fleet marks.
Yes, and well, you're also collecting other things like diplomatic points and stuff like that for specific missions. But
Yep.
is it keeping track of that so when it finally updates, we'll get those things automatically?
I hope so.
Or will we have to go back already
Do all
at
the
level
bullshit
60?
grinding?
Yeah.
I hope it's not that stupid, but if it is, I will take the time to do it, because honestly, I want to see what these T5 and T6 fleet ships can do.
Right.
Because they're supposed to be the most broken things ever of all time, so... But then again, Bill's new ship for his main character is pretty damn broken. And it's amazing.
Yes, this poor guy. The last, 2 or 3 days I have been on, but I haven't really been on. You know what I'm getting at? Like, I've either been on the very last mission before I get away for the night, or I've been, reading or making a costume or something like that, or just kind of on here waiting for the hour thing to go by so I can claim the reputation. And Smithy will be like, hey, you want a team? And I'm like, no. I'm going to feel like an asshole, because I'm not trying to avoid or anything, but it always seems like I am. Poor guy.
Oh, is he in the chat right now?
Yeah, he's in the chat right now.
Okay. I do need to actually pop that up. That's fandom with Reploid.
So, now that we're done with the news, the big overwhelming news. Yeah, it was the saddest. Even the description on this one is no real news like that.
It's like, what's news, bitch? We don't
We are
need
now
no news.
on to Game Talk.
Which,
and we do have
Bill, you just got something shiny today.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I guess that's something to talk about, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I need you to talk about this. I need it.
Okay, every paycheck I drop about $10, $15 into this. And, if it comes, something comes of it, something comes of it. If not, whatever. Well, I'd saved some money back and everything, so I went and got a $20 card and added that to what I have, and I bought the Yamato. That new Dreadnought crazy T6 cruiser, and it is a beast. It is a sick beast. It deals out hard damage. It had a commander slot, which is something I wasn't used to yet, so I now have a commander. I had to make a new person for my bridge crew, and since I can't actually make the command things for my people yet, I had to go buy a commander. Not a negative thing necessarily, but that does mean that I didn't really get to pick what it was I was buying. It just said human engineering commander, and I was like, yep, that's what I need. So I clicked on it, because I've also figured out that these commanders are different in different areas. Like, now that I have them, there's a commander, and I had to pick from commander science, commander engineering, or commander tactical. And my ship now handles the commander engineering, so that's the one I had to buy. Turned out being
mind
a
Shane
girl,
over here.
and because
That's
it's a
what I was
girl,
giggling about.
because it's a girl, now I have to go out of my way to figure out what I'm going to do. So I kind of had to design a whole new character for my ship. And of course, nobody will really know, even if you've been here on Sons of Khan with us for a while. I write Star Trek fiction, Star Trek fan fiction, and the entire crew of the Lantern is based around that fiction. The only person I've been missing, really, is Shane. And the only reason I'm missing him is because Shane is a pilot, and I was hoping to get a ship that required a pilot slot so I could make Shane. But then I just figured out, since I can't make the manuals yet, if I do this, I would just be taking a random shot in the dark buying a possible Shane. So that's still a big pain for me. But now there's a new lady on the ship that's I'm going to have to get used to and make an entire story for. Otherwise it's going to throw me off that she's there. But I have an idea, because in the fiction so far, Will has a bad habit of... He doesn't cause trouble where he goes, but it's kind of like when Will goes... It's kind of like when Will goes to friggin' DS-14, and he gets there, and for reasons unbeknownst, there is nobody there. Like, the whole station is abandoned, and then Will has to blow up the station, because Ferengis and Klingons think that it's theirs, and it's not theirs.
Bill, Smithy said we're supposed to get a couple specialization cards sometime around, late level 50 to level 60.
Oh, well, I didn't have that
level
yet.
55 to 60. Well,
I'm level
I've got
54, upper tier, so like I'm real close to being there, but I wasn't there, and I got this ship, and I didn't want to just launch without the commander. Now, the commander gives you some amazing stuff. I have this ability where I can put down a rally point, and it gives you a major heal, and then does generation buffs and shit like that for you. And then
I'm curious.
Right after that, I also got an ability where I can target an enemy, and then I can release a photon torpedo, and it gets a 15% extra boost to its damage, and it ignores shields 100%. So that's pretty broken right there for one major attack. The third thing I got is something I haven't messed around with too much, but I also got a third ability, and I won't go into that because I haven't played with it much, so I have no real information for you.
I wonder.
Now, aside from that, we have the Dreadnought came with an ability, a mean one.
Big dick gun.
Yes, I refer to it as my big dick gun. It is a giant, retarded laser that deals an outrageous amount of damage every minute. Every minute I can fire this thing, and it does an outrageous amount of damage. It's like a gigantic cannon connected to the bottom of the ship. And we've seen this ship before. This is primarily... the design that I picked is not... They picked the Yamato design, but you can make it look like the ship that Riker used in that All Good Things, the very last episode of The Next Generation. So that's essentially what I'm flying in.
Too bad it's not tomorrow. I'd have a ship to talk about.
Just not with this character. This character doesn't fly that ship.
It's okay, Spencer. Next week, you'll have a ship to talk.
However,
We'll
this
talk
character
about
is
my ship
completely
next.
capable of flying that ship. Because I am Tal Bavana of the Tal Shiar, and I can use Federation vessels, and that's all you need to know.
That's all
I
you
still want to
need know.
execute you on sight, just to let you know.
Nope, afraid not. You'd have a lot of
Tal
pain
Shiar,
coming
I
down
wanna
on top of your head. Nope, you have no idea what kind of force you'd be bringing.
I got a question real fast.
Go ahead.
Here's something they need to fix in this game. Lower the chairs about 6 inches, because our feet don't touch the floor.
Notice that?
Well, half the time our asses don't even get into the seat.
Yeah, that's true too.
Dude, I was looking at my bridge the other day,
You
and
hating on me, Sario?
my science officer,
Tal Shiar must die.
Lisa, was the only one actually sitting in her... No, it wasn't Lisa. It was my Borg, 12 of 14, who was sitting in the chair correctly, and everyone else was sitting on the floor.
Yeah, I know what that's caused from. Most of the chairs, I don't know why. It's not like this. At least it wasn't on the computer when I was playing. Most all of the chairs you cannot sit in. So the computer is doing that weird sit function and trying to place them in the chairs and not making it.
I
Like
found
the
a bridge
reason-
I can sit in the captain's chair. I'm happy.
Right. The reason we use this room is because we can sit in the chairs. The very first episode of this, we went to one of the like the K5 station, and there was nowhere you could actually sit, so we stood around a table.
Yep.
Well, this sucks.
Now, since we are in game talk,
I got armored up, dude. You see that?
I know. Me and Spencer, we started Romulans.
Yeah. Dinner
couldn't
plates.
tell.
Two.
They're awesome. They
The
were
story
they
is
were
the most superior story.
so far their story is really, really good. Essentially what happened is, Romulus blew up, and the Romulan Empire fell into shambles, and a group of Romulans, not just us, but there's a lot of different groups of Romulans that finally decided we are no longer going to live this way. So they pack up their stuff. They literally retreated to become farmers. That's what they did. There was an old general who had an old warbird who's, and I'm not talking an old warbird. I'm talking an old warbird. Like, we're talking hardcore 23rd century warbird, barely maintaining power type of warbird. Flew off to this area and parked it, beamed everybody down, and just decided that was the end. We became a farming colony. Now, during this time, we get attacked by this unknown ship, quote unquote. The unknown ship rips us apart, beams down a bunch of Romulans that start shooting us up and everything like that. These weird grabber devices come down and grab people up out of the, grab people off the ground into the sky, and we're like, oh my god, what's happening? You fight them off the best you possibly can, but there's no way to win, so you have to board a shuttle and you have to retreat. Your retreat takes you into an old, busted up, piece of crap area where there's all this space garbage hiding an old 23rd century warbird that doesn't even work. You have like life
Except
support.
I got a kitty.
So you turn it on and you do your best to get some kind of weapons. The enemies come and attack you, and you try your best to fight them off, which, by the way, is an almost guaranteed loss.
I got them.
Like, there's no way you can handle them. And you just barely live through this encounter, only because the new Romulan Republic comes in to fight whatever it was. Now, there's nothing left of your colony, and the Romulan Republic offers you an opportunity. They say, hey, we are looking currently for new Romulus. You could assist us in doing this. So you team up with them, and you go looking for a new home planet to start a new Romulan colony. Then there's a whole bunch of really good missions, and they are good missions. Like, I'm really impressed with them so far. And then you do this side mission. It's a pretty good side mission. And you join the Tal Shiar. Or I do, anyway.
There it is.
Now, why have I been saying, and that's all you need to know? Because technically, I'm not Tal Shiar. I'm working for Section 31.
Oh, okay, then you don't have to die yet.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And as a member
So
of
help
Section...
me Christ.
As a member of Section 31, I am a Tal Shiar operative.
Undercover.
Oh, and by the way, this is a side mission, not a main mission. I got this from answering certain questions in certain dialogue areas. It's not a part of the, where you look over and you can see the episode list. It's not in there. What I'm doing, I can't even set it to primary. It's a side mission. But I'm currently working with the same guy that we were working on when we went back in time.
Nice.
Which guy, though?
The only guy you ever worked for was Section 31.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, that guy. Alright, yeah, I remember that guy now.
That dude...
Don't remember his name, but I know that guy.
That dude, when you try to talk to him about what he is, he basically gives you bullshit. Every time you try to talk to him, he's like, I work for an interested party. Well, when I questioned him as a Romulan, I actually got him to reveal I work for Section 31. That's as good a name as any. However, we have no official designation. And then I made some decisions, and I did some stuff, and that's when he told me, he said, look, you could be very useful to us. He was like, how would you like to join the Tal Shiar? I can get you in. So now I have papers and uniforms and identification, and I have been a Centurion with the Tal Shiar for about 1.5 years now.
Huh.
And I don't know where this storyline is taking me. I have no idea what's going to happen while I am in the Tal Shiar.
Bill,
Well,
pet my
hopefully
kitty.
you reverse all that bullshit that we dealt with.
No, definitely not. I might be preventing more bullshit than what you guys got to see, but technically our story starts 2 weeks before the Federation does.
That's kinda true.
It tells me when the game starts that this is 2 weeks before the Federation campaign.
Yep, the Borg attack on the Vega colony.
Yep. So the Borg attacked the Vega colony 2 weeks after whatever it is I'm doing.
You're from the past. You're a time-traveling wizard.
A wizard.
And so far she has been a really cool character. Like, I'm really enjoying this. I like the Romulans so far.
Are you going to include Tal Bavana in your book?
Oh man, that would be neat, actually. If I could find a way to incorporate her. As I play and I think around what I'm doing, it would be nice, especially if I can work in a way that she actually did become a part of Section 31. Maybe I can make her one of the very few, and I mean very few, full-fledged Starfleet members. Because some of them, like now, were teamed up with the Romulan Republic, and that's fine, but they're still their own government. They're not actually a part of Starfleet, and they're not a part of the Federation.
To be fair, neither is Ferengar. I know Shane hates that I keep bringing it up, but Ferengi has its trade federation. The Ferengi have their trade federation, but they're not technically a Federation species.
Right. Right, they're not a part of the councils or anything. And now the Romulan Republic probably has a seat nearing the councils because they're a superpower, I'm sure, but that still comes down to the same problem as always, like, we're not actually members. But then again, when Worf joined, the Klingons weren't actually Federation members. I mean, sure, we had cozy little relations with them, but they were not actually Federation members. Which is why when the Accords broke down, it was incredibly bad. Because it put us right back where we started. Nobody else has been doing nothing game-wise?
No,
I did a few things. I'm just a little busy trying to help a friend.
Yeah, I'm actually doing some stuff game-wise right now because I was curious to see if something would work, so I went and bought me I think it's an intelligence officer I might have grabbed.
You tried to break him into a thing, didn't you?
No. I already tried that. That didn't work. No, I got an intelligence officer to see if I can't replace somebody, so I took a tactical, because I might be replacing Flores finally with one of my own type of characters. So I'm creating her right now to see if she'll be able to get shoved into the universal slot and be able to use her specialty.
That sounds fun.
I don't know, it's a universal slot,
you have to,
so...
Oh.
Other than the Romulan thing, I haven't really been doing anything. I started that Andorian.
Smithy said
engineer.
he's got something to say about when we were talking about the crystalline torpedo from last stream.
What's up?
You mean other than the fact that it still sucks?
No, just wait for him to... I'm pretty sure it is random. I think somebody looked it up for us, actually. It's random as to how good or bad it is when you get it. But it's not just that. No matter what, I did determine finally that it's not a bad torpedo, but for me, it's a horrific torpedo. Why is it a horrific torpedo? Because I'm an engineer. It also... Go ahead.
Basically what I read is that literally you have to upgrade the torpedo, and then your starship has to have bonuses to exotic damage in order for that torpedo to be worth a fuck.
Which is you, Seth. I'm not a science officer.
Yeah.
And I'm not a science ship.
Yeah, but I got rid of mine because I didn't feel like upgrading it for one, and two, I'm already using Kelvin shit, so... Since those are bad as fuck right now,
I feel like the Kelvin
stuff
stuff kind of broke the meta for this game. Like, that's the end-all be-all for ship equipment is Kelvin stuff.
I think there are ways to make other... Okay, it's all about the way you fight, too. Like,
yeah.
Like, here's the thing. If you... On my Romulan ship, I'm using cannons and plasma weapons. So I'm using plasma modifiers and cannon modifiers and stacking those bonuses. So my weapons are really super powerful, but it also comes with a downside, because if I change to any other kind of weapon, those weapons suck. Because all my bonuses are gone. Where the Kelvin stuff is just broken to begin with. But then you can make the Kelvin stuff broken, because you can get beam... You can get beam and photon enhancers.
I need to get mines for my ship, because that's what 2 of my tactical slots do, is mine damage. But I don't have any mines equipped on my ship right now.
Oh, you can run up to the exchange right now, go into weapon systems, and then punch in Kelvin. They have Kelvin mine launchers.
Yeah, they're relatively 300,000.
Yeah.
There you go,
somewhere
Bill.
in that area, like 350,000, somewhere in there. Usually
I think
people
I can
selling
afford
them.
that.
You should be able to see his response. God, why is she just...
No, I see it. He says that it's kind of good and it packs a punch, but for me it doesn't. Because my DPS... No, the DPS on my torpedo is 2,247. So... Why would I give up my Kelvin torpedo that fires once every 6 seconds to fire something once every 14 seconds that still doesn't do as much damage as one volley Oh, that's another thing. You cannot volley that thing. It's a one torpedo blast. So a single volley of my torpedoes from the Kelvin universe do nearly double the damage of that thing. That thing just, it doesn't have it for me. And this is different for all people. Like Seth, that torpedo might be broke as shit for you, because your science, you have all the science buffs, and if you have the right array to create exotic particle damage, it increases the massive attack of that torpedo. So that thing might lay the smack down for you. For me, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it. In fact, as an engineer, I'm actually better prone to use plasma weapons than anything else, because I get plasma bonuses down the entire tree.
Well, I know the one thing that I've been up to was I would log in, do up some crystalline entity shit, and then I was hanging out on Dorzana Station. So anytime I was waiting for the shit to queue up, I'd be like, playing Dabo.
Welcome
So
to
I literally,
Dorzana.
I think I spent maybe like 300,000 credits and got a shit ton of GPL just so I could get this.
Dude, what the shit is that?
What the?
Hi, I am Borg.
Dude, what is that?
Oh, it's a holographic emitter.
Oh, look at him. He's not even surprised. I think that's bad as shit, and I've never seen it, and I'm impressed. Sorry that nothing phases you.
I want to see
Shit,
it.
dude, that's fucking sick.
I am Borg.
Dude, that is straight up
And-
awesome.
Borg am sleepy. Borg spin in circle.
Dude, that's awesome,
You
man.
dick, you would.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it only costs you, I want to say it's 25,000 GPL.
Oh, yeah,
So,
so nothing. So
play
practically
you some-
nothing, yeah.
Yeah, just play you some
Just
Dabo for, 3 or 4 days straight at,
Yeah.
2-3 hours a
Just in
pop.
case you have absolutely nothing to do, I can Dabo the shit out of it. No,
That's
that is
okay,
awesome, man.
There was something else you can buy with the GPL, but it literally costs like a couple 100,000. And I can't remember what it was. I know it's something for the Starship. Because I was like,
You can
gonna
make it
save
look
up
like
for
different
that.
things.
Yeah, it's something like that. And
I
was like,
I'll
save
fly
it
there
up.
here in a minute.
And I was like, fuck it. I'm not
are you
about
doing?
to sit here and waste almost 1 million credits playing Dabo.
I said I'll fly there here in a minute once I get done with this.
To do what?
To go and see exactly what it was, because I know what Seth's talking about. I just can't think of it right off the top of my head.
Yeah, because there's two things, like I said. They cost like, I want to say 500,000 GPL. So
don't
like I
see
said,
that
that
mine
was like
launcher,
waste all your fucking time. Do
What
I
do you mean
know?
you don't see that in yours?
No, I don't see the mine launcher on the.
Oh,
Oh, hold on.
Yeah,
Let me. While I'm in this mode, I can literally only walk, so I'll be there in like 20 minutes when the
no
stream's
way. No way.
over. Yes, I cannot run whilst in this mode.
Dude, that's too awesome. I'm sorry. That's too awesome.
There's this random person staring at me.
No,
They're
that's not
freaking the
random.
fuck
That's
out
Smithy.
right now. Oh, it is? Yeah, it is. It's Smithy,
Yeah,
my
said he
bad.
found us.
Yep.
Dude, that's too cool, though,
I just
man.
seen some random person, and then I looked at the name. I was like, oh, yeah, no, it is. Okay.
I'm almost done. I just gotta finish the. Oh shit.
Okay, so if we don't have it, because sounds like we're running out of game stuff, and we still have about a half an hour. Are we?
Oh,
if
I
nobody
do
has
have a
anything,
recommendation
okay, go
in
ahead.
the talk part. No, I mean not. It's not part of the game stuff though.
Well, because I was about to say we could move on to Star Trek talk.
To which I actually do have a recommendation for people.
Oh my god, I wish you guys would have been following me. I literally walked past a random NPC and they stopped and saluted me.
Go
That's
ahead.
hilarious.
That was awesome.
So, recommendation for people that are inclined to, I don't know, read a book or maybe listen to somebody read a book to you. You should definitely give a shot to the book called Red Shirts. It is by, give me 1 second. It is by John Scalzi. It is the audio book is actually read to you by the sultry tones of Will Wheaton.
Of course.
Oh yeah, it made it better of an experience for me listening to the book, because I actually just went back, and as situations happened in the book, I could actually see stuff like that happening in TNG, and I'm like, oh, this is great. I love this.
But I thought they talked about red shirts. Red shirts have no.
They do. Well, no, it's just like the random people dying constantly in TNG, like the poor bastard ensigns. It's still the red shirt curse, even though they're not red shirts.
Okay.
They're gold shirts in that one. But basically, the entire book goes along and talks about how the red shirt curse happens, and these guys are on a TV show that they don't know about, because to them the universe is real, and randomly the narrative will take over, and like the captain will have this big dramatic moment and act like a jackass, and then once it's over they'll like pause for a few seconds and not say anything, and then suddenly they're just back to being like a normal captain and stuff. So these guys figure out, oh shit, you know, anytime someone goes with these people die. And so they try to figure out how to get around that and not die. And it was just a very unique little look, and I had a lot of fun listening to it. I know I'm going to be handing the audio book over to Bill at some point, so that way he can give it a listen.
Right.
But I really think you would enjoy it, and I think a lot of people would. So if you get time, try and hunt down the audiobook. If you're not into audiobooks, go to your local bookstore, pick up a copy, order off of Amazon, go to your local library, see if they got a copy in, and just check it out. Give it a read. It's really nice.
Okay.
And I need to go to Rosana Station.
Alright, so, if we're just talking Star Trek now, somebody just started Enterprise.
Oh yeah, Spencer.
Hey, that was me.
That's
It was
his
him.
first time watching.
Okay, first things first. I did not realize starting that series I would be watching a movie for the first episode.
That's how pilot episodes
2-hour
usually
pilot.
are.
Yeah. 2-hour pilot. But no, so far I don't have any complaints. I've read a lot of people that complained about the series, but I don't see the problems that those people complained about personally.
I used to be one of those people.
I've often believed that it suffered from one problem, and only one real problem: series fatigue.
Yeah.
I think that's all that happened. I think that it came at the wrong time. Like, because you gotta think, there was, at one point in time, there were three series of Star Trek running, all on TV, all at the same time, all new episodes.
TNG, DS9, Voyager.
All of them. All three. That's 3 hours of Star Trek. Like...
A day.
A day, yeah.
Well, I know I was one of the people that hated on Enterprise because I saw one episode, and it was the worst possible episode for somebody randomly jumping in on the series to ever watch.
And he saw
And
one
for
of
the longest
the
time,
best.
I hated it. And it was one of the best episodes.
Yeah. It's so crazy, because when
But
you get there, Spencer, I'm telling you,
I hated it.
he's seen it out of context, and it is one of
was
the best episodes in the whole
Shuttlepod 1
friggin'
or something
season.
like that.
Yeah, it's called like
Right?
Shuttlepod 1 or some shit.
And because I knew nothing of the characters, I knew nothing of the situation that they were in, I was like, this is the most boring fucking piece of shit I have ever watched in my entire life. And I fell asleep during Space Mutiny.
Maybe you should have known.
How could you even
And
fall
I was
asleep?
just disgusted.
Oh,
Very
by the way,
I've only
that's the
seen-
series with Archer, Smithy.
I've only seen 3 episodes. The last episode I just watched, they were all suffering from mass delusion because of flower pollen. But
The best reason.
Well,
3 episodes in, I've seen a Vulcan nerve pinch. So
they didn't know what they were getting into. They go down to a planet
Yeah.
to investigate the planet. They check out the planet. There's nothing wrong with it. They collect some bugs and different things like that, get some specimen reports. They're testing grass and all kinds of plants and checking out the water. And then one of the guys is like, dude, we should camp here. Well, it happens they come across like a windstorm that night. And they don't
And it
think
blows
anything of
pollen.
it. Yeah, but it blows this pollen down from the mountain ranges, and it screws them up bad. They start having like extreme paranoid delusions, like massive.
Well, they probably, I think what they do is...
And it's really tough for them to deal with them, because as this is happening, they're trying to, there's very little reason. Like, after a while, it even affects the Vulcan, and T'Pol starts speaking her native language, which is a problem, because,
Trip starts freaking out,
yep, it sets him
thinks
even
that
more
she's-
off balance,
transpiring against him.
Who liked it?
because he can't understand her. It was a really good episode, but holy shit, you want an episode that really shows you some Enterprise? That second episode is brilliant
You have to
and kind of scary, actually.
and play Call of Duty. You can't just play Call of Duty.
I
think
gotta
it's the
say,
second.
I was actually really impressed with Enterprise after I started watching it a bit. I didn't get to watch a lot of it, but I got a decent ways through it. And I gotta say, it was actually worth it.
One of the things that a lot of people kind of miss, because people don't read credits, LeVar Burton is responsible for a lot of the episodes. In season 1, he
Geordi.
directed a fair share of episodes.
You mean LeVar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say, who the hell is LeVar?
It's
Is that
his
like his
name now.
cousin or something?
Nope, that's
It's
LeVar.
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 Actually, it's funny that you had mentioned Voyager a little bit ago because I just picked it back up. So I'm going to probably start watching that again because for some reason I've just been on a huge Voyager kick and I want to go back and watch it.
I have no idea. Probably your D-pad.
I think it was actually because we were talking about one of the, or trying to think. Last time I was over at your place for when we did filming, one of the music videos you had pop up was a one that featured part of the 2-part episode Year of Hell,
Yeah.
and I was like, damn it, now I want to watch Voyager again because I want to watch that episode, and I might as well just watch the whole damn thing again.
You know, had it gone through, Star Trek would have been even more oversaturated, because they already had 3 Star Trek shows running back to back to back, and then a 4th was actually scheduled to be implanted in the same thing. In fact, the pilot is on Voyager, the pilot episode, and it was not picked up.
Wrong.
I guess that's a thankful bit, though.
No, it's not. Out of all the stupid series and all the... Well, okay, don't get me wrong. I don't think that any Star Trek is necessarily bad, because there's the
DS9.
ideals...
Oh, excuse
no,
me.
no, I refuse to believe that. Only because Star Trek is an ideal. It's not just a show, and you can watch DS9, and you can pull out ideals and details and questions and learn from it. And that's part of what Star Trek is. Every single episode that you pick up, you can dig into it and learn something and literally become a better person by watching a show.
That's legit.
Now,
Well, that took forever.
what
I
I would
still
have
hate
liked
DS9.
to have seen is, do you remember the episode with Captain Sulu.
So cool.
Wait, which episode?
The episode with Captain Sulu.
Oh, you mean in Voyager?
Yes.
That was Sulu's daughter, right?
No,
I think.
Captain Sulu.
I don't remember Sulu being around for that.
Oh my god, it was one of the best episodes ever. They go into Tuvok's memories, and he lives.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. My bad. I forgot.
There was
about
supposed
that
to be. There was supposed to be, if it would have got picked up, a Star Trek Excelsior.
That would have been awesome.
Sulu was going to be the captain, and they were going to give him a crew, including Tuvok. Tuvok was going to be filming in both shows.
I would have been completely okay with that.
Because Tuvok would have
I would
been
have loved
young.
it.
He would have been young Tuvok in that
We would
show.
have got to see. We would have gotten to see Sulu actually get to go around the galaxy and do stuff.
Yes. And
I
that
would
was what it
actually
was
have been
supposed to
interested
be.
How that would have turned out. I'm kind of depressed about that now. Anybody else got some Star Trek-y stuff they want to talk about?
Oh my
You
gosh.
can always go into warp core mechanics. That's always fun.
This
Hey, I'm the engineer on the
Actually-
goddamn ship, alright?
Oh.
That's my job.
actually what?
Actually, I was about to say, should we make mention of our little test that we pulled over the weekend?
Oh, yeah. So, Spencer here was kind enough to sit down and quickly throw together a homebrew for D&D for
Oh.
Star Trek that me and him are actually going to work on and try to tweak a bit and expand on. Basically, we were just kind of doing it by the seats of our ass. Turned out really well. We had a lot of fun with it. Bill did a Kobayashi Maru, fought the Borg.
Oh, Shane did too.
Shane did not fight the Borg. Shane fought
No, he
Klingons. It got blown
It
up.
failed miserably.
Spencer
No, he
told me
blew
what
up
he was
a
trying
Klingon,
to do
and
with
he
that.
He played Klingon perfectly because Shane's character in the D&D thing is a Klingon.
Somebody,
Bill,
I
you're a
can't remember
Trill.
who. Somebody, I think it was you. You asked Spencer what was.
If I could take the Kobayashi.
No, it was just
Oh.
recently. You asked him what the idea behind that was, and
Oh no,
he
no!
said-
I asked him if I had taken it, what would you have thrown at me? And he's like, I honestly don't know. I just figured I was gonna fuck with Bill, so I brought Borg.
Yep, he purposely put me in the Borg situation to fuck me over, because he
And
figured.
you blew up a Borg sphere and a cube, and then died as two more warped in and blew you up.
I did quite a bit. I fought off their boarding parties. I took out that sphere. I took out that cube. The other cubes came in. I fought off 2 ship disruptions. I even hacked a single
Yeah,
line
he hacked
of
a
Borg.
Borg's. Wait, was it a Borg sphere or a cube that you hacked?
Cube.
Yeah, the cube
Yeah,
came in, and it caught me. It didn't attack me at first. It came in, and they sent that transmission. So I told my guy, and I just happened to roll high enough to get it. I told him, open the communications channel and then send a ping through their network, because the way that they are, if one person has activated the communications, they're all connected to the communications. All of them. Every single one. Because they're a network. So I was like, send a ping and bounce a protocol off their collective consciousness. And I
Told them
played,
to go to fuck to sleep.
I played the exact same trick that Data did. Because once Data had done it, that means that there had to have been a shift of information given throughout the rest of the cores, the rest of the Federation, that said, hey, this did work, and it might be more protected next time, but if you're lucky and you follow this set of circumstances, this trick might work twice. And that was a really high roll, because chances are they adapted and put up security protocols but they're also computers. And for every
I'm
time,
pretty sure you criticaled on that roll.
for every time that you
Yeah.
go forward a year in technology, it doesn't matter how many firewalls you put up, I have something that breaks your newest firewall. And then you have something that stops me, so I make something that breaks it. So I was able to critical roll and put a ping down and be like, oh, they're really tired.
So they went to sleep.
Tired Borg.
They were tired. Sleep.
It was great.
Sometimes Borg, they get sleepy.
But
Like this
we had a
creepy,
lot of fun with
skinny
it.
looking one over here.
we did have a lot of fun doing it, and I'm hopefully going to be able to sit down with Spencer at some point and start working on tweaking it. So that way we can get more than just the 3 classes. We can get some specialty classes set up. Maybe get some more of the races in. Maybe start working around building a universe for the game to actually work.
Right.
And if it
And
ends
of
up
course,
becoming
making
something
Shane
really
eat
awesome,
pizza with Uncle Riker.
oh yeah. So my character is the son of Thomas Riker, which was William T. Riker's clone, which Bill thought was a genius idea. So we're all stuck on like shore leave for like a week and a half while our new ship gets prepped, because we're not going to be like the Enterprise B and leave the fucking space dock while everything's still not going to be there until next fucking Tuesday.
Let me guess, Tuesday.
No, it's all going to be there and built over the weekend, so that way Monday we can leave.
The main storyline is taking place in this era too, right here in the STO era.
So we kind of factored in certain characters that would or would not be alive at this time. And
The game starts following the funeral of Honorary Admiral Jean-Luc Picard.
because he was old as shit. So, but William T. Riker's alive and well, and he's just kind of chilling out on Earth in Chicago for some freaking reason. Because I decided Chicago. That's the home of the blues, so it works. And blues and jazz are pretty closely related. So it's like, well, gonna go visit Uncle Riker, who's kind of like Dad because they're clones, but whatever.
Would he still be married with Deanna?
Probably. I don't know. Do Betazoids live about the same age as humans, Bill?
I think relatively their anatomy seems to be awfully close to ours. I don't think they have like higher life expectancies, but I also don't think they have lower life expectancies. They're not like that poor girl from Voyager that lives 7 years and it's over.
Cass?
Yep.
Well, yeah, they had really weird stuff going on with Cass. That poor chick just got bona fucked.
It's her species, man. They live like long
They're
life.
like children
is 10
for
years.
a year and a half, and then age 2 they're an adult,
Right.
and then they're old as fuck at age 6, and then dead at age 7. They're like a dog,
Kind of.
and
yeah.
it's a terrible way of looking at it, because they're like space puppies.
Oh, by
They
the
live
way,
about 7 years and then croak.
remember when you started the Federation storyline on this?
Vaguely.
Oh, remember you had a captain?
Yep.
Oh yeah, for all
Oh,
of
yeah.
5 minutes, and then he died. Yeah, I remember that guy.
He's the same race as Dr. Phlox from Enterprise.
Oh yeah, I'd noticed something suspiciously familiar about that guy.
Yeah,
I just
but I
put my
couldn't
finger
put
on
my
it.
finger on what it was. And then he was at work and he was like, I think that dude is the same race as Phlox. And I was like, damn it! Because he hit it. And I was like, you're right.
Nailed it. Creepy
Ooh.
grin.
I think I figured out how to unlock the Task Force Omega stuff.
What's up?
I think we actually have to go through the main story missions up to a certain point to actually unlock them.
Okay.
Not for sure on that, but that'd be my guess.
Well,
Because it would explain why I haven't been able to do anything with it. Also, Smithy said to remind us all, if people have forgotten or didn't hear about it, there is a new Star Trek series coming out
Yeah, Discovery.
in January.
And
Yep.
I am both excited and irritated about it.
Excited because it's new Star Trek, irritated because it's on one specific channel that we don't have.
Nope.
Right?
Yeah.
Nope.
It's not even a matter of channel. Yeah.
No, it's not a channel. The first
Oh, so the
episode.
subscription?
The first episode will be on CBS. After that, you have to get their streaming access thing,
Yep.
kind of like a Netflix.
For $5 a month.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do
No.
is exactly
I'm gonna
what
wait till the
Smithy
series
says.
is done.
Nope, I ain't waiting for the series to be done. Smithy says internet, guys, and you know what? He's right. He's absolutely right.
Yep.
I'll steal the
about
damn
for the
episodes
DVD
if that's the
Blu-ray?
way they want to play. I have no
Well-
issue. Like, if they would release the whole thing as a series. Here's another thing too. Just like Daredevil, the only reason I downloaded Daredevil the way I did is because I tried to buy it and I can't buy it. If they would have given me a box set or something and said, "Hey, here's Daredevil Netflix series here on this DVD," I'd have said, "Awesome," and I'd have bought it. But they didn't do that, so fuck on them. Computer files.
I will tell you one thing I am still kind of irritated about. I would like to know when the fuck we are going to get Blu-ray Voyager. And I
I'm
know
curious-
it's going to be after Blu-ray DS9.
I'm
but
curious
I want
if
my
some
damn
of it
Voyager.
doesn't already exist.
I've already looked it up. It does not.
Okay. I know that everything is getting
actually-
everything's getting this full box treatment. Everything.
I was gonna say there is some those UK ones that are free region that can work too.
Blu-ray?
Yeah, they even got it for like the next generation when there's like a
Well,
actual Blu-ray
TNG's
set.
got its out, and
Yeah.
the original series does too, but
this was
DS9 and
before.
Voyager don't.
This came out before this new Blu-ray set though. It was released for Next Generation, Enterprise, and
I've seen the Blu-ray Enterprises, but why would the UK... This is something that confuses me about marketing. Star Trek is an American series. Why would the UK get Blu-rays of Star Trek before we got them?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I saw it listed. I saw these sets listed.
3 words. Sir Patrick Stewart. Moving along.
That has nothing to do
Voyager.
with Voyager.
Yeah, I'm looking at one right now.
No,
that
but it
says
explains why
Enterprise.
the UK gets it first.
No.
Something
Yes,
seems weird about
Josh.
it. The reason it makes no sense to me is that's like what if Genshiken, what if the anime Genshiken came out here in English first and then was translated to its native language?
Japanese.
And, yeah, like why what? And it's not exactly the same thing because UK. I mean, you can play a UK video game. You don't have to translate it. You get the idea. But regardless, it is kind of strange to me that they would get an American series before we would get an American series.
Yeah, I'm looking through right now, and there is nothing for
Missiles dropping
Voyager
away.
on Blu-ray. Voyager, all the Voyager stuff is DVD. Even in the Amazon UK stuff, it's on DVD.
From what I was told,
My God, I would drop me some money to import that bitch.
from what I was told, every single one of the Star Trek series is going to get this major box treatment, where the original series got an entire giant box, like a box set of all Blu-ray, and then the Next Generation came out with a 7-season box all Blu-ray, and from what I understand, DS9 is the next one up, then Voyager, then Enterprise is technically already done, but it'll get the same box treatment. Just like there were already 3 and 7 seasons in Blu-ray for the Next Generation of the original series, but they weren't in a single box yet. Now they will be. And they'll be a lot more affordable. Kind of like if you bought all 3 seasons, 1, 2, and 3, for the original series, in Blu-ray, 1 season at a time, it was like $100 a season. If you bought them as one single box, it was like $80. I don't understand why. No clue why. My guess is cases cost a lot of money. But, yeah. It was. Because I had the first 2 seasons of Star Trek the original series in Blu-ray. Then this box came out, and I was able to trade the 2 single seasons to get the single box for free. And you know what? It's the same discs. No difference at all. Same discs.
Ooh, ow.
So, I don't understand.
Sorry I left the room, guys. I was upgrading my ship.
It's okay, I'm playing Davo right now. Because I was waiting for a time to be able to interject about the hologram stuff.
Hologram stuff? What do you mean?
Well, because we were talking about the hologram stuff for, like that thing that Seth got for the ground. He could turn into a Borg. Well, they got stuff for your ship that you can do. So you can do the model CH-12703 space transport, a Ferengi Decora ship.
Yes!
Yep. That one will cost you 40,000 gold-plated platinum. It works for up to 1 hour, and it burns out, and then it's gone. The Cardassian Hideki ship.
Hideki!
The Jem'Hadar. Yep. The Jem'Hadar heavy escort. A Breen Chelgret. An Undine Vila heavy bio ship. Or Villa, whatever. An adult Gekli. I don't know what the fuck that is, but we could be that. And a Thek Erie Knorr escort.
What can I do with 30 GPL? Because I don't play Dabo.
You can
do nothing.
Nothing.
Sweet.
You can
But
hold
for
it.
250,000 GPL, you can either get the Shuffle Dance manual or some clubware.
Oh, go clubbing! No, actually, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Anybody that buys that, anybody that buys that at this current moment has wasted their money.
Wear it.
You can't wear it. You can't wear your second costume. When they fixed the menus, they screwed up the menus. So if you go over to your off-duty uniform and hit X, it does nothing.
Yeah.
Because I have the Khan off-duty uniforms and I cannot use them.
Yep, we tried to equip them to our Romulans and we can't wear it. I want to go blow stuff up. I just pimped my ship out. Pimped my ship up. I didn't pimp it out. There's no one else flying it around the galaxy right now.
Okay.
Dude, we just pimped your ride.
So is that this episode?
We just had somebody... Unfortunate. Oh, god damn it.
What?
Did you not see the thing that just popped up on your screen?
You logged off.
I'm in a loading screen. So let me close Star Trek Online and reboot it back up. It's being a twat. Like always. But it's funny because we're actually getting ready to end the cast and we just had another person jump in.
Well, for anybody that's curious, or anybody that found this on YouTube or whatever, wherever I posted it, and yada yada, this show airs primarily at midnight
Central.
On YouTube Central. Well, yeah, Central Time.
Central Time.
I'm sorry?
That's right, because here in America, we wait till the end of fucking day to start it up. Or
What is
beginning
that?
of the day.
That time zone is like GMT or something, right?
We are GMT -6, I think. -5, -6. I think it's -6.
Regardless, midnight. That's when we
Our
live
time.
stream this, and it usually runs
If
about
you're
an hour.
in the UK, hold on. If you're in the UK, it is 6 a.m.
Yes.
If I am correct on
so
this,
if
right,
you're waking
Smithy?
if you're waking up for your coffee to
Go ahead, give us
to
a
get ready
go
for
ahead
that
and give us a
work
listen.
or whatever you're gonna do, you can
Well,
hang out with
it'd
us
be
for an
Saturday
hour.
morning.
Right.
It'd be Saturday morning for them, and most people don't work on the weekends. They have like a 9 to 5.
That's not necessarily true. I mean,
I
know-
mean, I work on the weekends, but I work retail.
I know plenty of people, even where I am, that is right now gonna wake up and go to work here around 6 in the morning. So if you're waking up and you want your Star Trek fix and you want to hear people not necessarily always talk about this, but we talk about Star Trek for the most part, and then people attempt to take down the Tal Shiar, but it can't happen.
I'm gonna launch a full photon torpedo spread into your face. So help me
Afraid not?
Christ.
Nope.
Please
That
don't
I'm
do
just
that.
gonna
I'm
go over
still
to
in
your-
here.
All right, then I'll just go over to your place and throat punch you. It's okay.
Nope.
I owe you
Tal
one of those
Shiar.
anyways.
Tal Shiar
you
hanging out with the
physically are not
Borg.
Tal Shiar.
Shit, as far as you're concerned, I am.
What's up, Borg?
No, I mean like you as a human in control of the character that is Tal Shiar is not Tal Shiar.
Rude.
I will end
Let's go
you.
blow something up.
You can't just tell somebody they're not Tal Shiar, okay? That's just rude.
Okay.
Did you just identify my allegiances? Triggered.
Now,
Damn it.
we will attempt to do this show on
Triggered.
Fridays. Fridays at midnight.
Unless we don't.
If it's not at Fridays at midnight, it will be on Saturday.
Saturday.
Every now and then
At
I
1
will
a.m.
get forced, and I have no control over it whatsoever, but they can't force me on Saturday because technically that's my Sunday. So,
It's true. Because he works Sundays.
yeah.
It's
So,
weird. Gotta love third shift. Third shift's
That-
a bitch.
that is this episode then. I think we're calling it quits, and hopefully there's some news next
a minute.
time. What?
Oh no, but I'm almost back to Earth, Doc. No.
Yeah, poop on you.
Damn it.
Poop!